Hello all, in this video we are going to learn about the 3D representation of a sheave, how to draw the sketch mode and how to transform that into a 3D model, and I'm going to discuss the difference between conventional way and the traditional way of developing a model. Okay, let me start with this particular sheave model, which is part number 2 of eccentric assembly. Okay, now if you look at the part number 2, this is the front view and this is side view of that particular part, where 200 and 190 diameters are given here. These two outer circles are 200 and 190. Internally there are many features given, that features also will try to develop. And let me talk about the difference between conventional and traditional way. Here conventional way we apply when we use a drafter and a drawing sheet, where we'll start with this particular front view, where we draw horizontal and vertical lines followed by 1 by 1 circles and the intricate shapes required. Okay, now when it comes to a traditional way, when we deal with the software, we'll try to go with the best possible way. Okay, by using this method also I can develop, but it will take multiple number of steps, where if I start with this particular side view, it will take less number of steps. Okay, for that what I try to do is, here the cross section of the view, if you look at, this is the shorter line, starting with this shorter line 1 2 3 4 5. These three steps in the cross section comes at the top and followed by the vertical line. If I draw this half of the cross section and rotate, I'll get this major portion of sheave. Okay, I'll try to do that. For that I need to remember these dimensions. Overall width is 45, in between there is a 25 width. Okay, and small short distances, that distances you can get through this particular 45 minus 25. Okay, 20 mm by 2 will give you 10 and 10 mm distances. Okay, that will do it initially. For that I'll go with a new file, part drawing. In that part drawing I'll select a front plane as my sketch plane, then simply I'll start with a simple horizontal axis line followed by that particular profile with respect to of dimensions. I'll try to draw it 1 2 3 4 5 6. Closing it. Alright, this is done. Now we need to fix or define dimensions. This is going to be 25. Alright, and from here to this line overall it is going to be 45. Let me cross check with the question once again. Yes, it is 25, 45, then 10 mm. So obviously this is going to be 10. So no need to fix the other side, because obviously if you 25 plus 10 will give you 35, remaining will be 10 only. So no need to fix that. And other than this, we need to check the center to the top distance. Obviously it is going to be 200 divided by 2. So from here till the top horizontal, the distance is going to be 200 divided by 2, means 100 mm. Okay, now it became zigzag. The distance between this shorter line and this 25 mm distance is 5. Now it is fine, perfect. Okay, have a look at the sketch once again. Are we done with the sketch or not? Let me cross check. Yes, 25, 45 is done. This distance is given, overall height is given. Now we can rotate. Alright, now I'll say OK to this. I'll go to revolve option. Done. Okay, major portion of sheave is developed. Now to this sheave to this particular sheave there are multiple features added. Let me add this particular two profiles first. Okay, for that read the dimensions. Now this particular curve, outer curve of the profile or the feature is at a distance, offset distance of 18 with respect to 190 diameter circle. 18 with respect to 190 diameter circle. For that, what I try to do is, I'm going to take a center line, horizontal and vertical. Here also one more center line. This is fine. And here there should be a curve. For that curve, you can go with a 3-point arc. Oh, better to go with a circle only. Yes, this is fine. Remove unwanted. Let me give dimensions. 190 minus, to the one side it is going to be 18. One side 18 means what we need to do, 18 plus 18. So we need to remove minus 46. Just say okay. Okay. So because if you look at the sketch, only to one side 18 is given with respect to 190 circle. Overall it is going to be 18 plus 18. Okay. So that is what we are trying to do. It should be 190 minus 36. Yeah, now it is fine. Okay. Let me remove unwanted curves. This is not at all required. Okay. And from the point okay, now here there should be a gap of 20 in between two profiles, but we are focusing on only first half of it. So I am going to consider a offset distance of 10 mm to draw this horizontal, followed by this curve. Okay, and this curve is at a distance of radius, having a radius of 65. Okay, this is having a radius of 65 from next center, 32 center. Okay, that we do now. Let me draw one more axis at a distance of 32. This is fine. Then again 32, that is fine. From that center, radius of 65. Okay, so if you take a 3-point arc, let me try with this. Or yes, up to some infinite distance I have drawn this curve. Now let me fix this curve radius, supposed to be 65. That is okay. I'll take one horizontal starting end point, and the offset distance with respect to the horizontal axis should be 10. Now out of that line, all other are unwanted. You got it, this curve. Okay, now here this particular curve, this curve should come and intersect somewhere with the 65 radius curve somewhere. Okay, that we need to make. Okay, for that I'll try to go with extend entities. This entity can further be extended. Yes. Now trim entities. This curve is not required. Let me extend both the curves, this curve further and this curve also. Yes, now trim the unwanted. We got it, we got that shape now, got it right. And let me give a fillet radius. Some fillet radius is also given. This fillet radius is R6 on all the three sides. Have a look here, 6 radius, here also, both of them. So that 6 radius will try to make it on 3 corners. Okay, upon this one, here and here. Done. Let me see. Okay, fine. Ultimately the profile, closure profile which is required, we got it. Okay, the same profile need to be there on the other side also. That we can make it with the help of mirror entities, because if you try to implement the same feature again, then it will take much time. For that you can mirror it now, you can remove material, or else you can remove material, thereafter you can do 3D mirroring. But 2D mirroring, we will try to make 2D mirroring now. Entities to mirror, now these are all the entities need to be mirrored. Okay, control all these entities, I'll just select it, whichever are required. Yes, done. About this axis line, say okay to this. Okay, this is how it look like. Once you're done with the sketches, exit the sketch mode, go with extrude cut. Have a look, both are cutting, whether it is a through cut or up to some offset distance. You can have a look at this particular hidden lines, it is completely a through cut, so no need to measure any distance. I got the shape. Okay, on the same surface, excuse, on the same surface we find one more feature. Okay, here this is the extension of that feature, 20 mm is the extension of that feature. That feature we will try to develop. We will try to read initial dimensions. Internally it is 80 diameter and 80 plus 16, so on either sides it is going to increase by 32. Okay, that will develop now. On this face, I'll redraw a center line. Okay, then let me fix dimension between. 32 should be the diameter, I mean offset distance. This is fine. Let me draw one more line, axis line. From the intersection of these two, I need to draw 2 circles, 1 and 2. And the first circle diameter, let me fix it as 80. Okay, and second circle, let me fix it as 80 plus 32, because it is 16 on either sides. This is fine. Let me cross check with the question. Yes, it is 32 offset distance, 80 internal diameter and 80 plus 32 external diameter. Okay, and there is a small keyway here. Here there is a small keyway of 20 by 7. Okay, means this is 20, this height is 7 mm. Okay, and this particular outer circle should go touch the features, already existing features. Okay, so for that what I try to do is, I'll try to take one more circle starting at this point and ending here. Let me exit. Now this is done, and let me cross check here what is the width it need to take. That width is not specified here, only this keyway is given. Okay, we'll go conventionally. 20 by 7 that we need to fix now. 20 by 7, that 20 line I'll draw here. Okay, let me fix this dimension. This is fine, and this should be equal with respect to this line midpoint. Oh, sorry. So let me fix the dimensions from this point with respect to the horizontal should be at 10. Then I'll get symmetrical line, and there should be a height of 7, that also be maintained. That 7 from here to this curve, not from the center. Let me draw one more axis that will help me out, just for the reference. From here till some infinite distance I'll draw an axis, then I'll fix this distance in between as 7. Okay, now I'll drop a line from the existing till go intersect. Yes, and one more line. Okay, this is how we do, and let me remove unwanted. I got that shape. Alright, now let me check. Alright, we need to check the next keyway dimension, but here it is not specified. What we try to do is conventionally we'll try to represent it. Okay, that we can do. It should be more than the existing keyway. So for that I'll take a line starting at where the radius is ending. There I'll try to start off with. I'll try to place a horizontal. It is all starting at that particular point where the radius of feature is ending. There we'll try to place a horizontal and remove unwanted. This line is not required. This is not required. That I have drawn for our reference to draw that keyway. Till here it is fine. There are few fillets existing. This curve is not required. This is also. Now we got a shade. This is fine, and there is one more. Here you could see there is a fillet, but fillet radius is not given. Let us go with some 2 radiuses. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. Okay, we got all fillet radiuses. There I find one line, I think. Just clear now. Yes, it is. Now when you transform this particular sketch, you need to take care. What is that care? I'll tell you. When you do this operation, most of the times what happens, internal portion will get shaded if some opening is there in between any of the curves. You try to extrude and you will face problem while doing that. That should not happen. For that, what you try to do is take your cursor and click it in between these 2 circles. Then that particular region will get selected. If not selected, there is some problem in your sketch itself. Go to your sketch back again and check the profile whether it is closed or open. Now once this is done, have a look at the extension. The extrusion is up to 20 mm. Let me take it as 20, 20. It is fine. Now have a look at the component. Cross check with your question. Now all radiuses are finalized. This 20 offset is finalized, and 32, 80, 16, 65, keyway of 20/7, everything is finalized. So this is the ultimate component. Okay, is there any through hole? Okay, this is your component. Clear? Now here if you look at, this is an extrusion followed by, internally there should be a hole also. There should be a hole from here, this portion, that we need to create now. Here internally there won't be any material removal should be there, that we need to create. For that, what I try to do, I'll take the top face as my sketch face. I'm going to use some other different feature now. This is also very much important. Concentrate. Now what I do is, I'll go with convert entities. I'm not going to draw anything now. I'm just trying to convert existing edges as my sketch lines. Okay, I'll say okay, exit, extrude cut, through hole. Have a look at it now. This is how a sheave of an eccentricity look like. Okay, if I keep this in one mode, like if I keep it something like this and turn this into wireframe, then the side view of sheave, which whatever there in the question, is visible to you. Okay, this is how it looks. Now if you have any queries, you can comment in the box given below. Any questions related to this particular model or any other model, you can put your comment in the comment box given below. Thank you for now.